Is it then? Is it? Let go. Get it. No. Hey guys, Regan here. I know it's been a while since my last video. It's been about a week now. But just been working 6 days a week. Holland and Barrett, shit really. But getting more money and my class as an essential worker at the minute. But yeah, so this video, nothing to do with that. It's about enjoying the process. So by that I mean going in the sense of your life, your hobbies, your job, everything really. It's just there's a process to everything, and people. First off, you've got to be happy. You've got to be happy. You've got to find your happiness through some way or another. And if you're not at any point in life or through anything, then you shouldn't do it, because why would you? Yes, you're going to have to do things that you don't particularly like doing to get what you want, if it involves anything materialistic or to be in a place to be happy. But those materialistic things aren't going to make you happy. It's just something you want. So in the sense of, I'm going to involve like 3 quotes which important people in my life say to me, and I've basically taken them quotes and lived by them as well. So in a sense, it's, the first one is what my dad said was, don't live to work, work to live. So by that it means like, don't live your life just so you can work, because where's the fun in that? And if you just spend your whole life just working all the time with no end goal, no reason, then you're just living your whole life around work. Work is your life and that is it. Like, fair enough, like if you enjoy a job, you don't necessarily see that as work, but in a sense he means like, if you don't enjoy something, why would you do it all the time with no end point to it? Whereas if you work in order to live, so for me, I work in Holland and Barrett 6 days a week. I don't do that because I love it. I do it because it pays my bills, it helps me save up a bit, it pays the things I need in order to live. But by live, I mean just like, basically everyone revolves their lives around creating bills for themselves. So you don't have to live in a home, you don't have to have this fancy car, you don't have to get a loan out, you don't have to do anything, you don't have to buy things, but you choose to buy those things. So you create, and a lot of people create and revolve their lives around the bills they've created for themselves, which forces them to work. Whereas working to live is along the same lines, but for me it's, I pay my bills, I pay, if I want a car, which I'm getting soon after all the lockdown is over, I'll be paying for that. Yes, that's a bill I've created for myself, but that's a classic car I've always wanted. So in a sense, it's something I've always wanted. Like, it makes me happy, and that's why I'm doing it. I'm not doing it to be materialistic and so others look at me and go, oh wow, look at him, oh look at that car. No, it's just something I want, and I'm not really caring what anyone else thinks. Just doing it for myself. Whereas some people will, that I know, who get a job and then get a fancy car and fancy house to prove a point to others, but then, and they're some of the most unhappiest people I've ever met. And because they're not doing stuff for their own happiness, they're judging it off of what other people think. Why would you care what someone thinks? if someone don't give a damn about you, why would you give a damn what they think? Like, they don't care about you, so why would you care what they think? And in a sense, that's messing with your own happiness. Like, there's a lot of things you should only do. Life is short. Like, it goes, like, it kind of links into another saying that, like, my granddad always said is, he always says don't work hard, but he always says, like, don't work too hard. And he says that in the sense of, in a job sense, no matter how hard you work, if you're in a basic rate job, you're still going to get the same pay, whether you work harder or not, unless you choose to go up the ladder within your system. But he always says, it's like Gary Vee says, you should go to old people's homes, just try it. Go speak to old people whose lives are coming to an end, where they have tons of regrets and they can't do anything back because they're too old, they're past it, they've had their life, and they're in care homes that can't move properly, they can't think, they've got conditions, and it's hard because they feel like they have regrets because they didn't do everything they wanted to do, and like you only have life once. And my granddad always says, make every day count, and as though every day could be your last day, and just enjoy every moment of it, because before you know it, it's going to be gone. Like, it's a common saying where life's too short, but it is. But it is short, but it can be as enjoyable as you make it, as you want it to be. If you really want to do something, then you go and do it. Like, for me, I do that job, Holland & Barrett, but that's to pay everything. And amongst that, I'm doing bodybuilding. I love bodybuilding. So by enjoying the process of it, I do that job to pay my bills. But the process of bodybuilding is, I'm not doing any of this bodybuilding, football, look, what else, like, buying a car. I'm not doing it for the end product of, oh my god, look, people go, like, for a car example, oh, look at him, look at that car, that's crazy. I don't care about that. I don't care about the way I look in the car. I just care that I want that car and I'm going to enjoy driving it. It's not about just having the car, I'm going to enjoy driving the car because I love it. With bodybuilding, it's not about just winning all the shows, getting the physique I finally wanted, or becoming the best bodybuilder in the world. It's nothing to do with that. It's purely, every single day, I love working out. I love lifting heavy weights. I love breaking PBs, setting new goals, breaking that goal, setting tasks in the day to complete, eating every one of my meals. I love eating the way I eat. So I love food and I get to eat a lot of food. 2, it's interesting to me and it makes me more knowledgeable, and I learn a lot more about myself, and I just enjoy it. So I enjoy every moment of it. I'm not just doing it like, I hate dieting and I hate training every day, and it's just doing me head, and it becomes a chore. Like, that's not something that's making you happy. You're not enjoying the process. You're just doing it for the end product, to get people to go, oh my god, look at him, or to look at yourself and go, oh yeah, and then, but you didn't enjoy any of it. So you've wasted all those years, all those days and hours, even seconds, minutes of your life, doing loads, everything you don't enjoy. So you're so unhappy in every single moment, just for one little moment that you'll enjoy. When it should be the other way around, you should enjoy every one of those moments, every one of those seconds, up to the point. Then when you finally achieve it, you're like, oh, that's great, it's another great moment, but you enjoyed all the build up to it. Like, whether I become a champion bodybuilder or not, it doesn't make a difference to me. Everyone works just as hard, but it's my life, and I'm going to enjoy every moment of it. Like we're saying with football, I love playing football. It's not about, for me, winning everything. Of course, I'm a competitive person, I want to win, but I just love playing football. I love learning new skills, learning how to pass the ball, learning how to shoot, making friends, new teammates, trying new skills, trying to get faster, stronger, fitter, in the sense of muscular endurance and that kind of stuff. I just love all that improvement, self-improvement, and happiness, in the sense of I just enjoy every moment. Because otherwise, what's the point? Why would you do something you don't enjoy every moment of? Why would you do something just for the end product? It's like, you wouldn't, for example, if you didn't like a woman, you wouldn't, and it's a bad example, but if you were in a relationship, if you didn't like the person you were going to be in a relationship with before you got into a relationship with them, you wouldn't get in a relationship with them just to build up and not enjoy every single moment, just so when you get married, the moment you get married, you can enjoy the marriage. Like, enjoy getting married, and then just so you can go, oh, I'm married now, look at me. But you don't like that person enough to marry them. You don't enjoy every single moment of that build up to it, and every single moment after that. All you enjoy is the marriage itself. It's the same with any sport you do, any hobby you have. Like, you have to enjoy every moment, just like you should enjoy every moment of life. And if you're not, then you're not doing it right. You're not choosing things that make you happy. You're not doing things that make you happy. You're doing things that make others happy, or you have shitty parents and you're doing what they say, and not saying that you shouldn't do what your parents say, but it's a matter of, it's your life. You do what you want with your life. Your parents are still going to respect you, no matter what you choose. Same as your friends, and if they don't, then they're not real friends, and they're not close enough to you to understand you. First person you have to understand and make happy is yourself before you can make anyone else happy. So that's my idea of enjoying the process. So you enjoy everything, not just the end part. And the third quote is one thing I've always mainly lived my life up to this point by, and I love it, is from my mum, is, as long as you try your best, you can't ask for any more of yourself. So as long as you give 100% or nothing, like, as long as you put everything you've got into it, no matter what it is, you can't regret anything. You can't say, well, I didn't try and I didn't give everything I had, because you did, and you gave everything you had, and that's the end product you got, and that's what you're getting out of it. Because as long as you give everything, you can't complain, you can't regret. You can't go, oh, I could have done this, could have done that, because you did it all. So there's nothing left behind. Like, you at that moment, every moment, you've given everything you have. So there's no way you can regret when you're older and go, oh, I didn't try hard enough. I didn't, like, for me, I didn't work hard enough. I didn't lift this weight when I could have. I didn't break this PB. I didn't score this goal. I never try to compete. Or, like, oh, I could have been a bodybuilder. Oh, I can't be bothered. Oh, the dieting. Or I should have done the dieting. It wasn't that hard. Or, like, it's just, if buts and maybes, and, like, I could have, I should have, I would have. Instead of, I did, I accomplished it, I tried my hardest, I gave everything I've got. You can't regret that if you give everything you've got. Whereas if you don't, then you will regret it. So, the saying says, give everything you've got, always, no matter what. Try your hardest, and only try to believe in yourself and care what you think. Because if you were deaf, you were blind, you won't be able to see, you won't be able to hear what other people think. All you would know is what's in your own head and what you want to do and what makes you happy. And we're privileged enough to be alive, so make the most of it. Whatever makes you happy, do it. And by happy, I mean that makes you happy every moment of that, doing that thing. Because if you're not, then you're wasting your time. You're not doing it for you. There's an underlying reason for someone else. No one should influence it. You should only do what you enjoy, or work your ass off with everything you do, even if it's something you're not enjoying at that moment, like a 40-hour-a-week job. And at that moment, you don't enjoy it necessarily, but you're doing it to pay the bills, to do something you will enjoy in life, whether it's in a business, within a sport, within a hobby, within a job you want, within any form of life, to try and like even enjoying spending time with family members, spending time with people you actually care about, and not just being in a crowd, in a group where you don't fit in but you want to be popular. Like anything, you can apply the same rules or things to live by to everything. So as long as you give everything you've got all the time, you can't regret anything, because regret is the biggest killer of people. then I urge people to go and talk to people, or speak to their grandparents or people who've had their lives, and they'll tell you that they have regrets and that they didn't do stuff. And then you'll see how that can affect people, and because they've had their shot, and it's coming to the end of their time. So always give 100%. You'll have no regrets that way. Enjoy every moment of it. Enjoying the process is key. Enjoy every single thing you do in life. Make sure, and if you're not, try something else, try something new, and see if you enjoy that. And it might be the case if you enjoy something for a period of time, fair enough, then you go on something else. Or you enjoy many things, but make sure you enjoy it mostly, and that you don't do anything for, like, you do things for others, but you don't just do it because they want you to do it, like, because they enjoy it. But if you don't enjoy it, don't do it. Just do what makes you happy, do what you enjoy, make sure you enjoy every moment, and it's not materialistic, because eventually you'll come to a point where that doesn't make you happy. Happiness comes from inside yourself, knowing yourself and doing what makes you happy, and giving that 100% so you don't regret anything. So, and I know it's just, it's a shortish video, 15 minutes, but I'm just trying to be to the point. So you can maybe, hopefully this helps one of you guys within life, within anything you're applying to life, whether it be any of the points that I mentioned. Just hope that it helps one of you, which would be great. Either way, I'm just trying to get out my message and teach you how I apply things to my life and how it makes me happy. And all I want is for you guys to be happy, and that's the main thing. Everyone should be happy. There's nothing better in life, honestly. So yeah, so anyway, so just enjoy the process, guys, and I'll be making another video and soon. The next one I'm going to post is about gaming, so it'll just be me gaming, but I like doing these talk ones, and judging by the feedback I've got and from you guys at the minute, you like these ones as well, so I'm going to do more of these, and then I'm going to do some gym ones, so if you guys want that as well, I'm going to be starting a few episodes on that, but that's coming in the next week. So cheers, thanks, have a nice morning, day, time, night time, whatever it is. Peace out, and I'll catch you guys later. Oh, guys, please like and subscribe. Cheers.